Welcome to another installment of Stupid Customer Emails. Today we will focus on one customer to show you what idiots customer service is to deal with. Usually we cover several customers in one video. In this video it will be a real conversation with one customer. This customer starts off attacking customer service and accusing the company of fraud in a very rude way, then expects to get away with that kind of behavior. She is outraged when her improper behavior is pointed out and she rejects facts that show she is wrong. Here we go.
Will be contacting my bank and citing fraud against you. The download page has malware and I was unable to download the program I just purchased on PayPal. I will be contacting my bank immediately and citing fraud.
10 seconds later she sent this by email.
This is to advise you that I just paid $20 for your product and in the download my virus program discerned malware. I don't believe you are even a valid company and have filed a dispute against you with PayPal and will, if I do not receive an immediate response from you regarding this matter, will work to get you banned and will let everyone know what a fraud company you are. You have stolen, as of this moment, $20 from me and I vow to do all I can to not allow you to get away with that. If you are a valid company with a valid product, then I best be hearing from you ASAP with a valid download link to product, or I will dispute and write reviews on every site that supports you.
What are you talking about? Why would you place an order and 10 seconds later send an email claiming fraud without ever contacting us for help? You launch into this tirade without making any effort to understand what is going on. No one has stolen anything from you. You placed an order and received a download page. How is that theft? You are a liar. You get one pop-up message and assume it must be correct without bothering to look at any facts. You claim the download page has malware, but that is a lie. If you are using Webroot or some other off-brand antivirus program, it has given you a false positive report. Ignore it because Webroot and similar programs often give false results. Use a more developed program like Norton, McAfee or ZoneAlarm. Hundreds of people have downloaded the same software from the same page and none have had any problems. Do you believe those hundreds of people were just lucky? You said, if I do not receive an immediate response from you regarding this matter. I already responded to your trouble ticket and here is another response within minutes of your email. How is that not immediate? If you have a problem, perhaps it would be better to ask for help instead of attacking me and falsely accusing our company of fraud. It is not our fault that you installed a cheap antivirus program that does not work correctly. I could have easily explained this to you if you had simply asked and said what kind of antivirus program you were using. We have sold thousands of copies of this program over the years and to date not a single person has ever reported any actual problem with malware. The software has been scanned by Norton, McAfee, ZoneAlarm and various other antivirus programs. Are all of those scans wrong but yours is somehow the one that is right?
If Webroot says malware, there is nothing to convince me otherwise. This is what is disconcerting to me. That you have no contact info on your website whatsoever. Why? And I would believe your download link was clean. Why? When Webroot found otherwise. You can argue a false message. I don't agree. I spend a lot of money on my computer and I will definitely not be trusting some vague business online to inform me I received a false message. Perhaps you can be a real business and call me to secure a happy customer? To assure me that my product is going to be mailed to me? To assure me that you are not some hit-and-run business with no people to talk to person about a failed download attempt? You have my contact information. Assure me that I have nothing to worry about rather than defend your download link and leave it at that. If you cannot prove to me otherwise that you are legitimate. Awaiting your response.
10 seconds later she sent another message.
Shitty is an understatement. You suck royally off. Any reason is should trust you or your company? Really? We are going to go back and forth on shitty customer service skills over a possible very real malware threat in a download link. Are you even a human? I think in light of this whole email dialogue you should kindly refund my money and I shall go and purchase a working viable software from a customer that appreciates my money and my business and will treat me kindly and with respect regardless of how I write in. I am to take your word that your download malware attempt against my computer is not a real threat because I have a brute virus protection that stopped the download? How about a link to another attempt and let's see if it happens again? Oh, and let PayPal know that you will be refunding my money immediately too, and I will drop my dispute there. Having a website with no viable contact information out in visible view is very disconcerting and reeks of untrustworthy.
You said what shitty customer service you provide. I asked you to go back and read your original email which attacked us and accused us of fraud for no reason, and then ask yourself how a customer should act. How would another link to the same software be any different? You clearly have no idea what you're talking about. You expect me to be cordial and polite but do not think those rules apply to yourself. You then file a false PayPal complaint saying the product is not as described, but you have not even downloaded the product you purchased. The software had a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. You could have simply asked for a refund if you were not happy instead of filing a false PayPal complaint and threatening us without reason. The very fact that I guessed you were using Webroot should tell you that Webroot is the problem. You said, if Webroot says malware there is nothing to convince me otherwise. But I already told you Norton and McAfee and Zone Alarm all show it as clean. Plus there are various websites that have tested our product and are shown on our website as showing it is clean. How is that not convincing? At least 10 programs and sites say it is clean, but your one-off brand and known inaccurate program says malware, so you believe it. That simply makes no sense to me. If you wish to have better customer service, be a better customer.
Oh my God. Are you for real? Please just restore my money to my account and let's be done with this shit. I am not interested in supporting such shitty customer service. And your continued need to defend your stuff and call my virus program shit either. You are lousy at responding to customers who are freaked out by malware threats, regardless of the reason. I contacted you via the only route, an online forum. There is nothing more outside of that. All I want now is you to stop harassing me with defending emails about how wonderful you are and that I am a shitty customer. I am at this point, and rightly so, and more so after being told I had malware in my download attempt. You will never convince him it was something false. Webroot evidently believes you are not trustworthy. I will forward all these emails on to PayPal.
Your refund has been issued. I do not care about the $20 for the order. Other customer service people at other companies may smile and accept your attitude, but I do not have to accept such treatment. I am not a slave you can whip because you are angry. It is not my fault you are not familiar enough with computers to understand why Webroot is crap. It is not my fault you cannot see why the message it shows is a false positive or even understand what that means. Your continued need to defend a known bad antivirus software when there was nothing wrong with your purchase tells me you must be someone who is to always be right. I also wish to point out that I never used profanity when talking to you, and that is a politeness that never applied in your rude attacks on me.
Thank you so much for the immediate refund. It is unfortunate that we had to have this interaction at all. Your quick response is appreciated. No more dialogue necessary.
It is unfortunate. If you had simply contacted support and acted like an adult and not a foul-mouthed angry child, we could have easily explained why Webroot was giving a false message. Then you could have continued your download and installed your purchase without the drama. No, that is not what you really wanted. You wanted to attack someone, and a false positive from your antivirus program was the excuse you were looking for. You did not care about facts and were unwilling to accept that your interpretation was completely wrong. If you had shown some respect for others and simply said, I get a pop-up saying malware, is this program clean or not, I could have offered advice. If you had then replied, I am not comfortable downloading in spite of your assurance, please issue me a refund, then I could have issued a refund. Why would you immediately file a PayPal complaint without even trying to resolve the issue first? Only dishonest or stupid people do things like that. Wouldn't that have been easier to contact us first anyway? Easier, yes, but not as exciting. You were not expecting me to defend myself from your attacks. I am sure when you do this to customer service at other sites they have to smile and accept your misbehavior. Well, I do not have to do that because no one is going to fire me for being honest with you. Next time you have a problem, try being nice and you may see the problem is not with the company but with you or your computer. Idiot.